Well, hello, and welcome to class. As you can see, it's week 8, and we're winding up management and leadership approaches. Thus, I thought the theme from Rocky was appropriate, so you can all start to feel like you're celebrating the end of your training. So, moving right along, we're going to be looking at the discussion for the week and also the paper. The discussion this week is an evaluation on your part as to what you liked and didn't like about the course, what you thought was beneficial about both the content and the manner in which the course was taught, and also some suggestions or comments about how you think the course could be modified that would make it more effective. As you may know, we're kind of in the process of overhauling some of the classes to make them work a little bit better, and this one has been changed substantially since the last time I taught it, and I would like to know what worked and what didn't work, so as we continue to try to make improvements, that we're using the student feedback as one of the pieces that we look at to determine whether we're on the right course or not. But in addition to just your what you felt was beneficial or not, I'd like you to choose 3 of the articles that you read during the course, and whether these were ones that were assigned to you or whether these were ones you found on your own as you were doing research for your discussion post or your paper. I'd like you to note 3 articles, and you can use your APA format. And what I'm going to do is, of course, review those and then look to see whether they might be useful additions to the next version of the class, so that if you found something particularly useful or interesting in terms of the topics that we were talking about, then students next time around would have that on their required reading list. And the paper is also related to the same topic, where you're going to be picking 5 of the most significant aspects of the management and leadership that you've learned in this class. Now, you all came in with experience in the field as a practitioner, and now that you've been exposed to some of the theories that we use in describing management and leadership, I'd like you to pick 5 of the most significant aspects and describe why you thought that they were important. Use appropriate references, but really what I'm looking for is for you to describe 5 things in your own words and apply your own experience. So that's really the assignment for this week. It's fairly brief. I've seen quite a bit of your writing, and I'll be returning your week 7 paper before the end of class, so we should be able to have a chance to actually get some feedback on that. So this is kind of a wind down. A lot of times I've had students say that everything piles up in the very last week of the class, and that they actually would like to have their bigger assignments a little bit earlier, and there's no reason why we can't do that. So this is actually kind of your cool down phase of your workout. The keys to success for week 8. I'd like you to go back and look over your discussions and your papers. I'd like you to review the articles that you've read, and then consider both the content and the method of the class as you're talking about things you think were good about the class and things you thought maybe could be changed. In addition to simply pointing things out, try to explain why you thought something was useful or why you thought something was a waste of time. So, as you move forward with your classes, remember that learning is a continuous process. What you don't know now, hopefully you'll learn in the next class or the next class or the next class, and that by the time you finish your DBA degree, you'll have learned everything you need to know to be able to write your perfect dissertation and also be employed in a job that will make use of your DBA. So, of course, there are gaps in your knowledge right now, and there are gaps in your skills, but we've probably significantly improved your abilities and your skills during the course of the past 8 weeks. So, until next time, I'd like you to leave you with Wally's words of wisdom on leadership and management. Wally says, "Did you get the link I sent you about the 10 things all leaders need to do? I also sent you an article about 9 habits of successful people. Then I sent you an article about time management, tricks used by successful people. According to my research, there are 17,429 tricks you need to master to be a good leader." Now, that may seem like a lot, but if you master 10 per year, you'll be 1.2% competent by the time you retire. At this point, the boss has had enough. He breaks his pencil and says, "Why are we having this conversation?" Wally says, "Well, I think I'm going to add listening skills to the list." All right, well, I'm ready to listen to your comments, so send them in to me. And until I see you next time in a future class, goodbye and good luck.